Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Morning Live Show. The live show's podcast and meta content is brought to you every week by these loyal sponsors. These Southern Land Brokers. Let David Harrell and these Southern Land Brokers represent you as a buyer or seller of recreational property, timberland, or farmland in the South. McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, only bypass in Camden, Alabama, serving their customers for 30 years. Join the McGraw-Webb Chevy family today. Tucker ATV, Jackson, Alabama, your local servicing Polaris Hustler Echo dealer with an international reputation. CT Ward Power Sports in Camden, Alabama, XL Godfrey Hurricane Boats powered by Mercury and Yamaha engines, your water skiing gear headquarters on Lake Millers Ferry. Safford Trading Company and Safford Equipment under the tower in Safford, Alabama, home of your residential and commercial lawn care bundle bear. Wildlife Management Solutions in Eutaw, Alabama. Let the guys at WMS select the right seed and blends for your soil type. South Alabama Kubota and Reynolds on the Strip in Monroeville, Alabama. Kubota and Skag Zero Turns, the right Kubota tractor for the right price. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors and enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Morning Live Show, the Gettin Outdoors Live Show. I got my special co-host with me this morning, Mr. Joe Allen Dunn. Good morning, Joe Allen.
Good morning, Big Daddy. Glad to be here.
We live from the Lawler Timber Company, Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center, 68 degrees outside, sunny with an east wind, 7 miles per hour. And we got a lot to go over this morning. We're going to start off by hooking up with Miss Carol. Let me get her on the phone. Miss Carol Clark, who is the director of the Kidz Outdoors event coming up at Soggy Bottom Lodge this weekend. And we got a lot to talk about.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Carol. How you doing?
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you. And yourself?
Good. It's always a pleasure to hook up with you this time of the year because I love to talk about that event coming up this weekend at Soggy Bottom Lodge. Miss Carol, you do such an amazing job with those kids. Let's talk about Kidz Outdoors a minute before we talk about the event coming up tomorrow.
Yes, sir. We have had quite a busy year this year. I think we have done probably over 40 hunts and fishing trips with the special needs this year.
Wow.
So it's been a very good year. We have been off for 3 weekends, and that's pretty much it for the year.
Uh-huh.
So we've been keeping them busy. Kidz Outdoors is now 14 years old. We started this with it's something that God led us in to do. I mean, that's plain and simple. He runs this. We should not be getting any pats on the back or anything else because he's got control of this. We can't do it without people like you and JR and all the people that has gotten involved with us. We are just totally blessed.
Well, I tell you what, it touches my heart every year what y'all do for those kids. And let's talk a minute before we talk about tomorrow's event, which I get excited about every year. Tonight, the Shuffle at the Shack's going on, and that is a $130 buy-in poker game, and all that includes all the food and drink, and it benefits the kids outdoors. And I talked to Brandon the other day. I think he had 30 spaces left. I'm sure it's not that many now, but is it some spaces left if somebody wants to come over there and play a little cards tonight and have some fun and eat some good
We
food?
do. We do have a couple spaces left, and I would highly encourage you to go. It is so much fun.
Yeah, I
It
bet.
is just a blast. It really is.
And
We enjoy it.
well, that is tonight, and I got the number up on the screen. Anybody that wants to get involved, you need to call that number and get you a place saved, because I expect it's going to fill up. But what I want to talk about now, Miss Carol, is tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock at Soggy Bottom Lodge. It's the Kids Outdoors Fun Day, and that's an understatement, because I got a picture up showing one of those kids on the dock, and all you got to do is walk out on that fishing dock and watch those kids catching those fish. And I mean, that is just it. That'll do your heart so good. And JR and his staff, the parents of the kids really don't have to do nothing. I mean, they take care of those kids tomorrow. Tell us what all y'all got going on tomorrow at Soggy Bottom Lodge.
Well, we've got something new this year. We've got a gentleman and a lady coming in that are going to do the wood carving with the chainsaws.
Mm-hmm.
We also have the winner, Seth Maurice, winner of Forged in Fire. He actually forged a knife a knife blade there last year, and has attached a horn to it that came from Soggy Bottom, and that will be up for auction. We've got bouncy houses. We've got canoeing, kayaking, fishing. The first 150 kids get a free rod and reel.
Mm-hmm.
Just a day full of events. Cannot wait.
Now, it is for the special needs kids, but all the kids are invited. Everybody's invited. We want everybody to come out there.
Absolutely, and come meet these kids. They're pretty amazing.
Yeah.
You'll learn a lot from these special needs kids. I've learned a large amount, but we encourage all people to come to this event.
And now, if it's
helicopter should be there.
If it's somebody out there listening that has a special needs kid, they need to bring him to her too.
Yes, and look me up, and let's get them in our system and get them hunting and fishing and camping and stuff with us.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you, it's just such a great event, Miss Carol, and you do such a great job. Now, it starts tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I guess they'll have the gates open there at Soggy Bottom Lodge, and it's a $10 per person fee to get in, and then a $20 parking. But I promise y'all, your money will be well spent, because I promise you are really going to see something that you will never forget. At least it touched me like that, and I think it does everybody.
Well, I appreciate that, and the money goes to take these special needs kids on the dream hunts. So every dime that is spent there goes to a fantastic cause with these kids.
And you know, Miss Carol, we can't have a conversation about this event tomorrow without talking about J.R. Rivas and his staff at Soggy Bottom Lodge. Brandon and all of those guys do such an amazing job. And J.R. brings in people. He has somebody with just about every kid there to make sure they're taken care of.
Absolutely. You couldn't ask for a better top-notch run group of people. They are outstanding. We're so blessed, by this whole crew. They take so much on themselves and do such a great job.
They really do, and you do too. All your people do too, and you and your husband do a wonderful job. And you said it a while ago. It was it's a gift from God for what y'all do. I guarantee you, and we sure appreciate it. And I always enjoy catching up with you and talking about it. I'm not going to be able to be there tomorrow, but I know it's going to be a huge event. Y'all going to raise a whole lot of money, and if it's anything I can do for you in the future, you just let me know.
Well, I certainly do appreciate it, and thank you for bringing people awareness up for this. We really do appreciate it.
All right, Miss Carol Clark, the director of the Kids Outdoor, huge event tomorrow at Soggy Bottom Lodge, starting at 9 o'clock. And if you want to get in a pretty good little old poker game, it's Shuffle at the Shack tonight at the Soggy Bottom Lodge. Thank you, Miss Carol.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right.
You have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I tell you what, Joe Allen, that is, if you've never been, it's worth it. I'm telling you, they do such a great job.
I hadn't been, but Allen's carried Jesse and Fisher, I think they've been over to
It's something for all the kids to do over there. And that OJR and Brandon and all of them, they take care of them. It's worth the money to see that operation.
Well, like you said, there's another thing, getting kids introduced to it, because we need more recruitment in our industry.
Right. That's exactly right.
Get them into hunting and fishing.
Hey, y'all, we're going to take a little break. We'll be back in a minute. We got a lot of events to go over coming up. Y'all don't go nowhere. You're listening to Getting Outdoors live on Friday morning.
Talk me.
Wrong one. Here we go. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back right after a word from these loyal sponsors. Rack and Reel Sports Grill, Camden, Alabama, where anglers and hunters meet for supper and Sunday lunch. Home of the Thursday night all-you-can-eat chicken wings. Community Neighbor Bank with locations in Greenville, Camden, Pine Hill, and Grove Hill, serving rural Alabama since 1906, bringing you the Getting Outdoors weather since 2007. Lawler Timber Company, Camden, Alabama, family-owned independent business offering professional forestry services and home of the Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center. Harris Farm and Marketplace, Possum Bend, Alabama, Park, Laree, Pip, and Hunter, family-grown, family-owned farm fresh produce. Thanks for supporting the Getting Outdoors sponsors. Now, let's get back to the live show. Joe, and I like to put those commercials in there because they were too long at the first, so I kind of split them up. But I get to read all the comments when that. And I see Tommy D's tuned in, Lonnie McKinley tuned in, old Lonnie, and Lou Cobb, how you doing? Al Smith up there at Lock 5, got a big tournament going on. Let's talk about the events coming up this weekend, Joe Allen. And we've already talked about the Shuffle at the Shack tonight, the 6 o'clock. $130 buy-in, food, drinks, all the proceeds for the kids outdoors. If you want to get in a good poker game, 334-295-5430. And then, of course, tomorrow at the Soggy Bottom Lodge, it is the Kids Outdoors Fun Day. Starts at 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock, $10 a person, $20 parking. And I promise you, it will be an event you will never forget. Tomorrow at Ellis's Landing, Fishers of Men has got an open tournament. That's the only tournament I know about on Millers Ferry if you want to fish a good open tournament. And then over at Lock 5, West Alabama Team Trail, John McAlpin is blasting off from Lock 5. You want to get a boat number, there's John's number, 334-654-4278. And it's also at Demopolis, a Pride of the South Elites Tour at Demopolis. And they will, I think you can launch anywhere. And they're going to weigh in at the Yacht Basin tomorrow at Demopolis City Landing. We're going to talk about Demopolis City Landing in a minute. And then tomorrow on Lay Lake, it's the ABT South. Now, you can't get in this one. It's already booked up. But I put this up here because they have a live feed from 7:30 to 11:30 on their Facebook page and their website, Alabama Bass Trail. And if you're fishing a tournament on Lay Lake next weekend, you can watch and see how those ABT guys are catching the fish tomorrow on Lay Lake. And Laura will be running the camera on one of the camera boats. I'll let y'all know in the morning who she's with. She's with Laura Ann or who she's with, but she will be out there. It will be live on the Alabama Bass Trail Facebook page or YouTube or website from about 7:30 to 11:30. And then there's going to be a catfish benefit tournament for a guy named Fred. They're going by the ACS rules. That's the Alabama Catfish Series. That's next Saturday at the Selma City Landing. Marshall Huey is handling it. And you can get up with Marshall at 334-412-2116. That's next Saturday at the Selma City Landing. And then on Wednesday, from 4 till dark, well, that's over with, so I need to move that on down. All right, and then the next one will be on May the 28th, and I happen to have the reigning champion of the Roland Cooper State Park Big Crappie Day, Joe Allen Dunn. And
I should have brought my trophy in.
Yeah, your trophy and your big check.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. Hold on a minute.
We'll bring it back.
I think I happen to have a picture. If I can find it, I got so much stuff. This is a picture of Laura handing you that big check. That was in 2019. I hadn't had one in 2 years because of the COVID. But that right there was the big check. This year's check will be from the Community Neighbor Bank in Camden, Alabama. Let me see. I had a list of all the hourly ones. And
yeah, somebody commented, said it looked like I was looking for the game more. And I said old habits are hard to break.
Yeah. That's going to be a great tournament though, and we will be. Let me tell you a little bit about the format. It will be hourly weigh-ins from 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, and 2. Every hour on the hour, the biggest fish will win $75. Second biggest will win $50. Third will win $25. So when you see me in a video and I hold up a fish and say it's a money fish, that's what I'm talking about. A pound and a quarter fish might not win the first place hour, but it might win the third place hour. So it's a $25 fish. But it is going to be on. And then at the end of the day, the big fish, $500, gets a $500 check from the Community Neighbor Bank. And the youth big fish gets $250 from the Town Country United Bank. And it will be on May the 28th. Now, having a lot of people call me and ask me where they can get tickets, you need to call Josh Prim. He is the tournament director at the state park, 334-682-4838. The tickets are $25 for adults, and I think $15 for the kids. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Oh, I hadn't got the flyer, but we got a long time to talk about it. But that will be on the 28th of May. And then I want everybody to put this on their calendar. This will be on June the 4th, the Share the Gospel Ray Covington Memorial Bass Tournament Open. That will be at Runaway Landing in Demopolis, Alabama. $125 a boat. Reverend Howard Gaston will be the tournament director, 251-232-1940. All of you that's ever fished Millers Ferry or Demopolis fished with Mr. Ray Covington. We lost him a couple of months ago, and this is a memorial farm, and I hope we have a great turnout. And then I'm getting a lot of questions about the Jugging 2 event coming up July the 23rd on Lake Millers Ferry from 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. We'll be weighing in at the Roland Cooper T-Pier. And, of course, you can call me for any information, but put that on your calendar. And that's all the events I got, Joe Allen. You know anything going on this weekend that I have not?
No, nothing right off.
Okay, Joshua says $15 for the kids, $25 for the adults, and $15 for the kids. All right, let's go over some business right now. Let me start out with the road closure. The road is closed between Bridgeport, the entrance of Bridgeport City Landing and Highway 43 going to the state park. So look at this map close if you come into Millers Ferry this weekend. When you turn off at the Camden Post Office, you can get to the Bridgeport City Landing. That is the green line right there. It takes you to the Bridgeport City Landing, but it is a drop-off right about where that green area is right there. So if you see a sign on that road that says slow, you better slow down. And the red line is where you have to go to the Roland Cooper State Park, which is all the way around on Highway 43. And it's pretty rough too, so be careful if you pull in a boat or a camper. Now, the road is closed, and according to the DOT, it is a 30 workday contract. So they've probably been working 10 days with the weather like it is. So maybe it won't be closed. Maybe they'll get it opened back up pretty quick. But heads up if you're coming that way, it really is closed now. They had it where it wasn't closed, but it is closed now.
Those drop-offs too. If you ain't got your lower unit way up, sometimes because one guy busted a lower unit,
and it had a bunch of stuff done jumped out the boat right there. So, all right, this is something I want to go over with everybody. We talk about safety on the water. The water's warming up. The weather's warming up. Everybody's going to be going to the lake. And this right here, to me, is unacceptable. If you're going to the lake and using a landing, I don't care if it's Bridgeport, Ellis's, Shell Creek, those parking lines are there where we can get as many folks parked as we can get. And I went down there Saturday. Now, that is 11 parking spaces, and it's 6 boats and trailers, trucks and trailers in there. That's 5. They're taking up 5 boat places, parking places that that's just not. We can do better than that. Now that was on the left side. Look at the right side. They would take up 9 trucks and trailers, took up 13 parking places, and it just doesn't take but a minute to get between those lines, and I'm telling you. This time of the year, especially at Ellis's, it's going to fill up. You know, Bridgeport's got plenty of room, but still, it's just common courtesy to park between the lines.
Well, you better watch out to go get ready to go get tickets.
I think they're going to write some tickets this weekend after we done expose some of that parking. I just can't believe people would even park like that. And another thing I want to remind everybody: if you are going to the lake, take a little bag with you. It is a lot of trash out there on that lake, and I hate to see it. You know, I know plastic bottles blow out, and beer cans and soda cans blow out of your boat, but secure them because we got too good a thing out there.
Just throw them back in the cooler.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's it. And I do have some bad news to report, and it really made me sick. But and I'm not blaming anybody, but the Alabama Bass Federation scheduled this tournament next weekend for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 19th, 20th, and 21st. They've scheduled it for over a year. And then they called a couple of weeks ago and said they had to cancel it because they couldn't get any lodging because of the IP shutdown. Everything's booked up. So, but we lost that tournament. That'll be 50 boat tournament, 3 days. That's a heck of a lick for the businesses in Camden. It really is, cause you know we just need some more lodging. We sure do.
You did go ahead and put one of them 3-store Holiday Inn Expresses over here.
Yeah, they need to move them out of Thomasville, put them over here. But they full up too over there. All right, now this right here this excites me right here. I know y'all read David Rayner's article last week about Tuscaloosa wanting to get in the bass fishing game. Well, let me tell you, my hat's off to the people in Demopolis. This is the Demopolis City Landing. This picture was taken last Wednesday, and they are back on. Joe Allen, look at that floating dock. And they got it, you know, in case it floods. See, that dock will float all the way up on them poles. Yep. And if you've ever launched, and we used to, I've done many a tournament in Atlanta. They gonna have plenty of parking. See the overflow parking over there where the green is, and look how wide the boat landing is. That's just a great addition to Marengo County. And my hat's off to the leadership at Marengo County for seeing and having the vision. Y'all finna get some big time tournaments over there now. Demopolis City Landing. Oh yeah, I did want to tell you today. And let me put this. We talked about it Wednesday night, Joe Allen. We lost Hal Huggins this week, and they're having his services today at 1:00 at the Camden Methodist Church. The Town Country United Bank lobby will close today at 11:00. The drive-through will still be open, but the lobby will close at 11. Services at the Methodist Church at 1:00, and then graveside at the Camden Cemetery following that. We will all miss Hal. I tell you, well, I had supper with some of my old friends, Bird, Lee Croy, Murray, Miller, Phillip, and Dale Wanners, and Tom Finley last night, and we told some kind of stories about Hal. He was quite a guy, and he will be very, very. He creates a huge void by leaving us here in our little community. So y'all keep the Huggins family in your prayers today. All right, Joe Allen, let's see what else I got. What you got going on at Dunn Sports?
Bubba's over selling crickets.
Yeah, it's time. Let me see. I think I got, and I think it ain't in a full moon this weekend.
Yeah.
And let me find this picture. I want to show y'all this because this is right here. If I might have deleted it. No, there it is. That right there is what you want to get into this weekend. Yeah. And I'm telling you, those brims full moon this weekend. So get out there and get those brims.
And I missed a big bull brim yesterday.
Did you?
It looked like it was that wide down below the dam, you know.
They still fishing for them down there, I reckon.
Which I caught some good crappie still, but not like we did the other week. But I wasn't using no. I didn't have a live scope, and I didn't have any minnows. I was just throwing the jig.
Well, I tell you what. Let me see. All right, we're going to take another break, y'all, and then we're going to come back and we'll do the Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Can weather right after a word from these. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back right after a word from these loyal sponsors. Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden, a shopping experience you will never forget. Bubba and Joe Allen Dunn at Dunn Sports in Thomasville, Alabama, across from McDonald's. Outfitters for the serious sportsman. Meet your friends at the Pecan on Broad, Camden, Alabama. Fresh lunches Wednesday through Friday and the best brunch in the Southeast on Saturday. Plaza Golf Cart sales in Demopolis and Tuscaloosa. Your easy-go superstore. Brett Lofton at Southern Advertising in Monroeville, Alabama. Printing almost everything since 1992. Town Country United Bank, Camden, Alabama. Proud sponsors of the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report every week on the Gettin Outdoors podcast. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors. Now let's get back to the live show. All right, everybody, let's do the Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Karen Weekend Weather Report brought to you every week on the Facebook Live show by the good folks at Community Neighbor Bank. And it's your typical summertime pattern, Joe Allen. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 o'clock today. Sunny with a high near 86. East winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 10 o'clock. Partly cloudy with a low around 62. East winds 5 miles an hour, becoming calm this evening. Saturday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 86. Calm winds becoming west 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. Perfect day to get out on that lake. Saturday night, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 63. South winds around 5 miles per hour in the afternoon. Saturday night, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 63. South winds 5 miles an hour, becoming calm in the evening. Then Sunday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 o'clock. Partly sunny with a high near 87. Calm winds becoming north 5 miles an hour. Then Sunday night, 66 degrees, partly cloudy, northwest winds 5 miles per hour. That is your Gettin Outdoors Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Karen Weekend Weather Report. And it looks like it's some hit and miss thunderstorms, Joe Allen. So you going to fish this weekend?
Oh, yeah. We got the boat in the water. We're loaded up for anything. We got which I got to get some minnows for Donna. She loves the minnows.
Yep.
We're going to fish the tops. And then if we're going to start looking in our river holes, it's time to start looking for that. And we got a couple of good river holes we've always caught a ton of fish out of. And the funny thing about the river hole, it'll be a mixed bag. We'll catch catfish, white perch. You might catch a bass or two. So ain't no telling what you'll catch in a river hole.
Well, any of y'all that are just tuning in that did not listen to the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report Wednesday night or listen to the podcast, I went Sunday and limited out before 1 o'clock and no minnows in the boat. And I got a great video on
and
YouTube.
A squeaky chair.
There's your money fish. Maybe 1 1/4. Might. It's a money fish. I like that tree thumper rod out there. You got any of these? You need to get some of these. Not no money fish, but a rider. Now, that was Tuesday evening. I went Sunday and limited out. I didn't catch for 18 Tuesday evening. So the crappie are biting, and I'm telling you, Joe Allen, you and Don are going to have a ball. I wish I could go tomorrow, but I can't get out there till Sunday afternoon. Listen, if y'all have not listened to podcast 166, you know, we lost Ray Scott, and I hooked up with Don Day, who was the voice of the Bassmaster Classic for 20 years. And he tells some great stories on Ray Scott. And me and you and Kevin did a heck of a tribute to Hal Huggins on the show Wednesday night, Joe Allen. And I noticed you saw the views on the Wednesday night shows at just about double what it usually is. So that was pretty good stuff. And I appreciate y'all doing that. Once again, everybody have a great weekend. Joe Allen, anything else you got? What you got? You got to go to work today?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to my baby boy.
Yeah, Cameron. 21 years old today. Happy birthday, Cameron. Man, he's had a rough year so far, but he's on the mend.
Yeah, he's coming back strong.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to spay and neuter your animals. Spay and neuter your animals. Remember what old Big Dad always says: safety, safety, safety. Be courteous out there on the river. And when you put your boat in, park between the lines at the landings. And everybody have a great, safe weekend. Now more than ever, God bless America. Thank you, Joe Allen, for sitting in with me this morning.
Thank you, Big Daddy.
And remember what old Big Dad says: get outdoors.
Hal taught me every critter's track and how to set a hair trigger on a trap. He taught me to shoot, scale, and skin and make a snare with a leather strap. He taught me to be a part of the woods and all his woodsy tricks. Said you gotta walk soft on 2 light feet and try not to break no stick. I thank Daddy for my savvy, how to hunt and how to carry anything that I might need to get a piece of skillet meat. How to walk and how to hide, how to crawl and how to slide, how to sneak, stalk, and climb and do it all on 2 light feet.